And yes, for today's video, we'll be debating about how Dead Roses are bad. And before you go into the comments and say, oh, you're hating on the game because you never played it before, or this and that, I played the game before. But the thing is, for me, like, once you play it after a while, the game starts to get kind of boring. Because, like, all you're really doing in the game is get on a train, drive 80 kilometers, which takes, like, an average hour, depending on how much stuff you need to do in order to really get through that. Because then the thing is, in that game, you need to get resources, you need to get enough money to be able to afford weapons, so you'll be able to defend yourself. And at the same time, a lot of people can easily just grind wins, aka bonds, by just using a certain class in the game, and then there's like little to no point of doing anything. Like, in my perspective, like, there's not much to do in the game. All there is much to do is just like it really depends on your like class, if we're being honest here. If you have classes like necromancer or werewolf, yeah, I can have fun with that, but like after a while it's gonna get kind of boring. And also I forgot to add Packmaster is also pretty fun to like, play with. But like, I'm pretty sure you can get my point. There's only like a couple of classes where are pretty fun to play with, while the rest are really complex or straight up useless. But here's my core reason on why I feel like Dead Elves is popular. Dead Elves isn't popular because of its gameplay. It's probably only popular because it's actually like creative, or it's its own game, and not like a game which just a copy and paste off of another. Like Blox Fruits, Fish, Dead Reels, what I'm talking about right now, and Blue Lock Rivals. Those 4 games are popular because they're original. But now, I mean, Fish kind of fell off because I don't think anyone wants to play like a fishing game that much anymore. But that's besides the point. I just feel like Dead Rose is just a plain kind of boring type of game where you just do the same thing over and over again. And you just have to find your own way in order to make it more funner. Like playing with friends, using classes in a different way, or doing crazy challenges. But if you already did all that, then you probably already just searching for more things to do or just waiting for another update. The only reasonable reason of like kind of like enjoying to play like Dead Reels is if you're like new to the game, because you can experience new things, you get new classes, just do all that cool stuff. But once you're already done, it just drains all the fun out of it. But I feel like even then, most people don't really like playing Dead Reels because of the whole non-stop doing the same thing all the time until you get enough bonds to move on to the next class, just to do the same thing again. Which that kind of goes in some people's minds, feeling like they don't want to play Dead Reels for that exact reason. But don't get me wrong, Dead Reels is not a completely bad game. I feel like it's somewhat interesting to play once you're new. But for now, the position I'm in right now, I just don't like playing the game because of how boring it is. And I'm just right here just spreading my opinion about that because you're just non-stop doing the same thing. That's how I feel about it. And you can have your own opinion on this video if you want to. You can put it in the comments if you like, and I'll just say whatever I can about it. But it wouldn't be anything offensive, of course. I'm probably going to just show the final clips of me, just abusing the killer for now and just end the video right here since, I'm not the type of person to just non-stop talk about a game being bad for like 20 minutes, so have a good day. Please subscribe if you agree, and see you guys later.